first Independence Day
In
of
this
speech Dr.
solemn
Rajendra
hour on
Prasad.
history, when after many years of struggle, we are taking over the governance of this country, let us offer our humble thanks to the almighty power that shapes the destinies of men and nations. And let us hope that all will be prepared to make their contribution. We want the peasant to grow more food. We want the workers to produce more goods. We want our industrialists to use their intelligence, tact and resourcefulness for the common good. To all, we must assure conditions of decent and healthy life and opportunities for self-improvement and self-realization. Not only have the people to dedicate themselves to this great task that lies ahead, but those who have so far been playing the role of rulers and regulators of the lives of our men and women have to assume the role of servants. Our army has won undying glory in distant lands for its bravery and great fighting qualities. Our soldiers, sailors and airmen have to realize that they now form a national army on whom devolves the duty not only of defending the freedom which we have won, but also to help in a constructive way in building up a new life. There is no place in the armed forces of our country which is not open to our people, and what is more, they are required to take the highest places as soon as they can, so that they may take full charge of our defenses. Our public servants in various departments of government have to shed their role as rulers and have to become true servants of the people that their compeers are in all free countries. The people and the government on their side have to give them their trust and assure them conditions of service in keeping with the lives of the people in whose midst they have to live and serve. We welcome the Indian states which have acceded to India, and to their people we offer our hands of comradeship. To the princes and the rulers of the states we say that we have no designs against them. We trust they will follow the example of the King of England and become constitutional rulers. They would do well to take as their model the British monarchical system, which has stood the shock of 2 successive world wars when so many other monarchies in Europe have toppled down. To Indians settled abroad in British colonies and elsewhere, we send our good wishes and assurances of our abiding interest in their welfare. To our minorities, we give the assurance that they will receive fair and just treatment and their rights will be respected and protected. One of the great tasks which we have in hand is to complete the Constitution, under which not only will freedom and liberty be assured to each and all, but which will enable us to achieve and attain and enjoy its fulfillment and its fruits. We must accomplish this task as soon as possible so that we may begin to live and work under a constitution of our own making, of which we may all be proud, and which it may become our pride and privilege to defend and to preserve to the lasting good of our people and for the service of mankind. In framing that constitution, we shall naturally draw upon the experience and knowledge of other countries and nations, no less than our own traditions and surroundings, and may have at times to disregard the lines drawn by recent history and lay down new boundary lines, not only of provinces, but also of distribution of powers and functions. Our ideal is to have a constitution that would enable the people's will to be expressed and enforced, and that will not only secure liberty to the individual, but also reconcile and make that liberty subservient to the common good. We have up to now been taking a pledge to achieve freedom and to undergo all sufferings and sacrifices for it. Time has come when we have to take a pledge of another kind. Let no one imagine that the time for work and sacrifice is gone and the time for enjoying the fruits thereof has come. Let us realize that the demand on our enthusiasm and capacity for an unselfish work in the future will be as great as, if not greater than, what it has ever been before. We have therefore to dedicate ourselves once again to the great cause that beckons us. The task is great, the times are propitious. Let us pray that we may have the strength, the wisdom and the courage to fulfill it.